Now in this video we are going to solve some more problems from electrochemistry. So let us start with the fourth problem. See the problem. A conductivity cell containing 0.01 molar KCl solution. The conductivity cell containing 0.01 molar KCl solution gives at 25 degrees Celsius the resistance of 604 ohm. The same conductivity cell containing 0.01 molar AgNO3 solution gives resistance of 6530 ohm. Calculate the molar conductivity of 0.01 molar AgNO3 solution. Okay, if you recollect the theoretical part which we have covered, to find out the molar conductivity of the particular solution, experimental part we have discussed, isn't it? Conductivity cell is taken. In that conductivity cell, first of all, KCl solution is filled. Okay, its resistance is determined, isn't it? Its K value is known. Okay, so we are able to get the cell constant for the particular conductivity cell. From that cell constant, we are able to determine the conductivity for the given solution, and from that conductivity value K, we are able to find out the molar conductivity. That is the theoretical part. Okay, so see what is given. A conductivity cell containing 0.01 molar KCl solution. Conductivity cell which contains 0.01 molar KCl solution gives at 25 degrees Celsius the resistance of 604 Wheatstone bridge. Using Wheatstone bridge, we are able to get a resistance for KCl solution which is 604. The same conductivity cell, afterwards is filled with AgNO3 which is 0.1 molar. Okay, it gives resistance again by Wheatstone bridge, the value of which is 6530 ohm. Calculate the lambda for 0.01 molar AgNO3 solution. So the concentration of AgNO3 is 0.001, of which the lambda value is to be determined, and K for KCl, which is constant at particular temperature. K for KCl at 25 degrees Celsius is 0.00141 per ohm per centimeter. This is the problem. Now we will start solving the problem. What is to be determined? Calculate lambda for 0.01 molar AgNO3. So what is the formula for getting lambda? Lambda is equal to, for AgNO3, isn't it? Lambda for AgNO3 is equal to 1000 K upon C. This is the formula. Okay. So lambda is to be determined. C is given. Concentration of AgNO3 is given 0.001. But is K given? K is not given, isn't it? K for AgNO3 is not given. So this is question 1. So first of all we have to find out K, isn't it? So what is K? How K is determined? K for AgNO3 is equal to, cell constant upon R for AgNO3. We are seeing this in theoretical part. Actually cell constant is equal to K into R. Cell constant for the particular conductivity cell is equal to K into R. Okay. So we want to find out K. For that the formula is cell constant upon R for AgNO3. Okay. But R for AgNO3 is given. R for AgNO3 is given, isn't it? But cell constant is not given. Cell constant is not given. Again, cell constant is unknown. Cell constant is unknown, which we can determine from KCl, isn't it? So what is cell constant? Cell constant is equal to K for KCl into R for KCl. See how we have formulate the problem. Lambda is to be determined. Its formula is written first of all. From that formula K is unknown, so its formula is written. From that formula cell constant is unknown, so its formula is written. Cell constant we can determine from KCl solution. It is replaced by AgNO3 in the same cell. and therefore that cell constant we can substitute over here, isn't it? So cell constant is equal to K for KCl. What is K for KCl? Just see, K for KCl is 0.00141, 0.00141 into R for KCl. What is the value of R for KCl, which is given? Uh, 604, isn't it? 604. And if you will solve this K into R, you will get answer 0.852. 0.852, that is the cell constant. That is the cell constant per centimeter. Now you can easily substitute this over here. So 0.852 upon R for AgNO3. Is it given? Resistance for AgNO3 is 6530. 6530. Isn't it? See this resistance of AgNO3. Yes, 6530. And if you will solve this, you will get the answer 1.3. Okay, 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4. 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4. That is the value of K per ohm per centimeter. And finally, if you will substitute that in the final formula, you will get 1000 into K. What is the value of K? 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4 upon that is the value of C for AgNO3, that is 0.001. Okay, so value for lambda after substitution you will get 130, okay, per ohm centimeter square per mole. Okay, so if you will go stepwise, always it is very easy to get the answer. First of all, write down the formula. Okay, from that formula which is not given, write down the formula for that. Again from that formula, what is not given, write down the formula for that. And stepwise if you will go, you will get. So first of all, you have determined cell constant 0.852. Then value of K for cell constant you have determined, which you have substituted here, and K for AgNO3 you have determined. Okay, and substitute that in the final formula, you will get the value of lambda. Okay, this way if you will go stepwise, it is very easy to solve the problem. Okay, just see the steps carefully again. I think we can go for the next problem. Fifth problem. See, molar conductivities of 0.01 molar acetic acid. What is given? Molar conductivity lambda for acetic acid, which is 0.01 molar. Concentration is 0.01 molar. Acetic acid at 25 degrees Celsius is 16.5. It is 16.5. Okay, calculate the degree of dissociation. What is asked? Calculate the degree of dissociation. What is the symbol? Degree of dissociation is alpha. Degree of dissociation in 0.01 molar solution. Okay, concentration is same. Alpha is to be determined, and dissociation constant also. Dissociation constant symbol is K, and dissociation constant if molar conductivity of acetic acid at 0 concentration at zero concentration, that is lambda naught, okay, is 390.7. Okay, see the problem carefully. See, molar conductivity of acetic acid, which is 0.01 molar. Okay, it is 16.5, which is given. You have to calculate alpha, that is degree of dissociation, and dissociation constant K. Okay, A, molar conductivity at infinite dilution lambda naught for acetic acid is 390.7. Okay, if you will recollect the theory, then see, alpha is equal to, you solve the problem, alpha is equal to lambda upon degree of dissociation is equal to lambda upon lambda naught. Degree of dissociation is equal to out of total moles which are dissociated, how many moles are dissociated, that is alpha, degree of dissociation. So what is the lambda value given? Lambda is 16.5 and lambda naught is what? 390.7. Lambda is 390.7, isn't it? And if you substitute if you get the answer for this, you will get the answer 0.0422. 0.0422. See the problem carefully. Alpha is equal to lambda upon lambda naught, that is 16.5 upon 390.7, isn't it? And the answer will be 0.0422. Okay. What is the second part of the problem? You have to determine dissociation constant also. It is for acid, so Ka. So dissociation constant, what is the formula? Ka is equal to alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. Ka is equal to alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. So alpha you have already determined, alpha value you have already determined. So alpha square C. So 0.0422 square into, what is the concentration given? The concentration is 0.01 into 0.01 upon 1 minus alpha, 1 minus 0.0422, 1 minus 0.0422, isn't it? And if you will solve this particular part, the value for Ka, okay, you will get 1.85 into 10 raised to minus 5. 1.85 into 10 raised to minus 5. The problems in chemistry, they are very easy. Just you have to remember the formula. Okay, then write down the formula, substitute the values and just solve it very carefully. You will get the answer along with the unit. If you will write the answer, you will get complete 1 mark. Otherwise, half mark will be cut. Okay, so this is the next problem. Two things you are supposed to determine, alpha and Ka. Alpha is equal to lambda upon lambda naught and Ka is equal to alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. Okay, so we have solved 2 more problems in this video, and in the next video we will solve some more problems. Okay, thank you.